Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the unboxing and hands-on review of the iQOO Neo 7. In India, this phone is available in two variants. Base variant is priced at 30,000 rupees and it comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Next variant is priced at 34,000 rupees and it comes with 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. It's available in two colors, Interstellar Black and Frost Blue color. We have the 12GB variant in the Frost Blue color. Now besides the official pricing, there are offers on the official iQOO's website. You get 1000 rupees of e-store voucher if you buy the phone directly on the iQOO website. And there's also a flat 1500 rupees instant discount on ICICI and HDFC credit card and debit card options. Besides that, you also get a free iQOO gamepad if you buy it on the iQOO store. Now for the main highlights of this phone, this is the first Indian smartphone to come with a MediaTek Dimensity 8200 5G processor. It's the first 4nm processor in this segment. So without further delays, let's have the quick unboxing. Here's the box. On the front, it simply says Neo 7 towards the top and iQOO towards the right side. Pretty similar packaging, just like other iQOO phones. On the back, we got the pricing and some other information. Now let's unbox it. First, there's the phone, followed by the barcode stickers. Next, there's a transparent silicone case, followed by some documentation. Next, there's a 120-watt flash charger, followed by the USB Type-C to Type-C charging cable. We also get a 3.5mm to Type-C converter, and finally a SIM card ejector. Now here's the phone. Let me just remove the cover. Now this is how the phone looks on the front, and this is how the phone looks on the back. Now first, let's have a physical overview. On the back, this phone has a 3D curved fiberglass with a pretty nice texture. It feels like a matte finish. It doesn't attract any fingerprints and looks pretty good. And it also helps a lot with the grip. At the top, we got the camera module with a triple camera setup to the top, and the third camera is actually inserted in that square. And below that, we got the flash. At the bottom, we got the iQOO branding. On the front, we got a pretty huge display with pretty slim bezels all around, a punch hole design, and we also get a free screen guard pre-applied. By the way, this phone has an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is definitely pretty good. Now as for the sides, on the right side we got the power and volume buttons made of metal. They are sufficiently elevated and also have a nice clicky feel to them. At the top we got the infrared sensor and the secondary microphone for noise cancellation. On the left side it's completely plain. Finally at the bottom we got the SIM card tray with dual nano SIM slots, followed by the primary microphone, USB Type-C charging port and the speaker grill. Now this phone has a thickness of 8.6mm and weighs 194 grams. And it seems that the sides are made of plastic and the back is probably fiberglass. So in hand, the phone feels pretty lightweight and it fits pretty comfortably. Weight distribution has been done really well, and because of that, it feels as if it weighs about 160 or 170. The weight distribution is that good. Now this is how the phone looks with the case on. It's just a regular silicone case, so it basically gives you some additional protection and extra grip, that's it. Not too much in terms of drop protection. Now these are the complete specifications of the phone. On the rear, this phone comes with a triple camera setup with a 64MP primary camera with optical image stabilization. Following that is a 2MP camera for taking portrait shots and another 2MP camera for taking macro shots. Yes, this phone doesn't have a wide angle camera. Anyway, for selfies, we get a 16MP camera. As for the display, this phone comes with a 6.78-inch AMOLED display with Full HD Plus resolution, 120Hz of screen refresh rate, and a peak brightness of 1300 nits. You also got HDR10 Plus support and wideband L1. In terms of performance, this phone comes with a MediaTek Dimensity 8200 processor with Mali G610 MC6 GPU. Both the RAM variants come with LPDDR5 RAM. And as for storage, we got UFS 3.1 storage. In the battery department, this phone comes with a 5000 mAh battery with 120-watt flash charger. It can completely charge your phone from 0 to 100% in just 20 minutes. And finally, this phone also has extra features like dual stereo speakers and infrared sensor where you can use it to control AC and TV. Now this is how the phone looks once we turn it on and set it up. This is the basic user interface. It is pretty similar to other Vivo and iQOO phones. We got the home screen, app drawer, and here's the notification panel. Now these are the settings page. Now here's the about page. This phone is running FunTouch OS 13 based on Android 13, and as of right now it has a December 1st, 2022 security patch. Now here's the information about the free storage. Now this is the camera interface. It looks pretty similar to other iQOO phones. And we got a pretty similar user interface even for the front facing camera. Now these are some sample shots. Now let's test the speakers. Here's a quick audio sample. So guys, as you've heard, this phone has dual stereo speakers and they are pretty loud. And obviously they are great for media consumption and obviously for ringtones and alarms as well. Now let's test the in-display fingerprint scanner. And here's a quick preview. It's pretty fast. It almost unlocks the phone instantly. We also got the face unlock feature in good lighting conditions and even in low lighting conditions. Face unlock is pretty fast. It unlocks the phone almost instantly. Even in darkness, face unlock is pretty fast, probably takes about a second to unlock the phone. Overall, face unlock works really well and it's definitely usable. Now when it comes to connectivity, we got dual SIMs, there's no SD card option, there's dual 4G, we got Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 5. And finally, these are the 5G bands that are supported by the Neo 7. Now these are the benchmark scores. Now I have used this phone for a few days and my initial impressions are pretty good. Like in terms of design and build, it's really top notch. I really have no complaints. First of all, you're getting a bigger 5000 mAh battery. Phone looks and feels pretty sleek. And as I've said, weight distribution has been done really good. So phone feels pretty comfortable to hold. As for the display, once again, I don't have any complaints. It's an AMOLED display. It has good peak brightness. Sunlight legibility is also pretty good. As for the cameras, I really missed the wide angle camera on this phone. Like, we are spending 30,000 rupees and there's no wide angle camera. But the primary camera and the selfie shooter are definitely pretty good. So this one is going to be a compromise, especially for people who are into taking wide angle shots. And finally, the performance offered by this phone is also pretty good. I played Call of Duty and I didn't have any major issues. And especially for gamers, we have some new features like motion control, which has been newly added, where you can do some jerking kind of actions to perform some quick shortcuts or quick actions in the game. We can actually configure it. Besides that, this phone also has a pretty good haptic engine and you got features like 4D game vibration, which works with games like Call of Duty and PUBG. So especially for gamers, this phone has some extra features that you'll definitely like. So for a starting price of 30,000 rupees, iQOO Neo 7 is definitely one of the best phones at this price segment. So guys, what do you think about this phone? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. With that said, this is Nikhil signing off. See you in my next video.